Hello everyone, and today I'm playing solo queue on my Smurf account. I feel like playing Bloodthirster Overheal this game, so this is what I will do. And we're getting invaded. I accidentally shot myself. Well, they might think this is bait, which it is. That's a flash. Alright. So we got Thresh's flash for some reason. Okay, so I'm going to play Bloodthirster Overheal and picking press the attack. I could play Eerie. Well, Eerie is better in the early game. Press the attack is better throughout the... Well, it scales well into the late game. Let's put it like this. The problem is you don't have mana flow banned, so you need to be a little bit more conservative with your mana. But that's fine. Also, I picked the plus 10% attack speed here because it makes it way easier to proc it. We don't actually buy attack speed very early, and I want to go Edge of Night after Black Cleaver since the enemy Hackerim will just constantly try to dive on me with his Predator and Ghost. Ooh, misclick. Cost me a minion there. So I need to be kind of defensive, and Overheal obviously scales with your HP. Oh damn, wanted to click on the ward and then it autoed the minion. Yeah, that was terrible. Lost 2 minions to jank. What can you do? Yeah, but we need to have a way of protecting ourselves because of the Hackerim. So that's the item build. I will go into crit afterwards, I think. Don't need Last Whisper this game, in my opinion. Really like to get some autos off on them, but it's not really necessary at the same time. Took some minion damage there. Oh, thank you, Zilean. Didn't want that minion anyway. Taking a second point in Q, level 3, just for additional lane pressure. Not that I make much use of it right now, but it's Illusion. I don't necessarily want to fight him in the early game anyway. Oh damn. Need to work on my last hits. You got all of those. We got a nice health advantage. Obviously poke support versus all-in support favors us as long as we don't get all-in. I'm even 1 minion ahead. Damn. See, they're missing all his bombs. Yeah, all-ins don't favor us. I shouldn't have done this. I wanted to check my damage and dilution damage, and obviously I got out-damaged. So let's not do this again soon. I need lifesteal beforehand, then I can do this. Illusion will have lifesteal as well. We go for a very similar build after all. I think they will try to push now. Preemptively warding the bush. Nice. Obviously Illusion is stronger than Misfortune early levels. With this build we cannot harass him from range because we don't have... we're not going for an Emax build, obviously. We're still doing a good job farming. Pretty much even in CS. By the way, if in case you're new, the way this build works is because of the synergy between Misfortune's W and shielding effects. So there we go. Or not. Just give some respect to the Hacker Rim. So Misfortune W gives her a lot of movement speed, which would be lovely in combat, but unfortunately... Wow, I paid with a lot for this kind of minion. Maybe I should have just let it go. Also need to queue more, but I don't want to push the wave, and if I get a bounce on a minion, that pushes the wave. Need to be careful, I'm kinda low on HP. If I healed the wrong one. Probably shouldn't have healed at all. The counter gank destroyed us. That doesn't make sense. They're too slippery. They base right now, so we just push and base ourselves. Since we cannot allow them to get item advantage. One more wave, I would guess. Yep. Nice. Also, all this attack speed allows you to push way more efficiently than with any other Misfortune build. Well, Emax also is kind of good at pushing because from level 7 you can E the backline or the caster minions and then auto them once for the last hit. No lifesteal for us, but BF Sword is just such a huge pickup, so we go with that. And okay, so now let me explain. Bloodthirster gives you a shield, right? And also Overheal gives you a shield. And as long as you're shielded, enemy damage will not knock you out of your W movement speed. And having that much movement speed as an AD carry in combat, it's basically like having Jinx passive up all the time. So it's kind of crazy. And this is exactly why we're going for it. Down 3 CS. Enemy botlane is missed though. Oh, there they are. Thanks. That's Solution Flash. Nice. Your ult is also... Well, ult obviously scales very well with lethality, but if you get a press the attack proc on them, they get this debuff when they take... that causes them to take more damage, right? And so Lucian had his dash on cooldown, and I got the press the attack debuff on him. So I could just burst him down. I think I can take 2 platings, can't I? I think I should also take this wave. Or maybe not. Lucian's already back, obviously. Okay, so we recall here, and we do have enough for our lifesteal, which pretty much unlocks the build after the overheal buffs, because self-healing works rather well. And we definitely go Ninja Tabby because of Hackerim, so might as well buy it right now. Well, we cannot afford Tabby, but we can afford the cloth armor, which is already quite valuable. By the way, you could probably also go with Celerity, because you got a lot of movement speed buffs, but losing out on that much attack damage, especially when you're full health most of the time, I'm not too sure about it. I think Absolute Focus is just a little bit better. Not by much, though. Don't think we can contest this. Silas, whatever. It's too far away. Yeah, let's just not. Already got it. It's no point in fighting. You see right now we already have a shield, so if we were to walk through a minion wave, for example, and the minions attack us, then we will still be in strut movement speed. Might even be big enough to sponge an auto attack from the Lucian. We do have some armor after all. If I can get a sneaky auto into, that would be lovely, but I don't want to get hooked. The way we still lose this is if I get hooked. Well, Zillion could ult me, but still. Well, MCC did not do any damage. See that? Lucian just shot an ability at me and I'm still in W. That's exactly how what I mean. The attack speed you get from runes is so nice. Really don't need my mana. Because I'm at plus 22%, 10 from here, 12 from here already. And therefore I can save my mana for all-in fights. Oh, misclick. Cost me both of them, wow. Unlucky. I can be a little bit more ballsy because I got a lot of movement speed. And there's the Hecarim. Wow, I should have known it. Right, nice counter gank. So we trade 1 for 3. That's definitely worth it. Yeah, but I went in at the worst possible time. Well, went in is too much, but we were overextended. I didn't watch the minimap enough. That's totally my bad. It worked out though in the end. So I guess that's fine. Maybe I should cover top lane. I think it's gone though. Riven takes it too quickly. Yeah. She cannot fight me, however. She tried. Not that I have a million armor and a Bloodthirster. By the way, she probably didn't press tab. That's about it. She didn't know I have that many defensive stats on me. And she's just used to being able to one-shot 80 carries whenever she wants to. Because she is a top laner. So, bad luck for her. Don't think that ends well for you. Alright, good job, mate. Now I need to leave though. Riven with full health? No, thank you.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I normally wouldn't E there for the camp, but I thought why not? I have blue buff. Nasus? He just walked straight past me. I thought this is an easy 2v1. We just 2v1 the Riven and it's fine, but... Solo queue. What the hell, Nasus? I'm just not going to question it. That was the absolute worst thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, this is what, high platinum? I can't believe it. Baffling. I'd like to take red buff, but at the same time I don't want to tilt my jungler.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yikes. And another dragon on the map. I don't want to walk through Thresh ulti. I'm just dead. I should have ran. That was a doomed fight. Should have never taken it in the first place. What the hell is he doing? I'm pretty sure that's not a good trade. This tower for this tower. Oh well, this Nasus man. Actually, I need Grievous Wounds for the Riven. How badly do I need them though? I think of that very badly. Should get them as soon as possible. She's 10 and 3. She's the only one who keeps them in the game.
An enemy is dominating. An enemy has been slain.
Alright, is that dragon for us? There's Herald for them. I think Riven is topside. Yeah, it's Herald for them. But that's fine-ish. I get Grievous Wounds now, which is huge. It stops the Riven from popping off. Because with Death's Dance, she can pretty much go on forever. Max and Q second because it's just an additional source of lifesteal. I don't think actually that I need too much HP. The Hecarim is already afraid of me right now, after I soloed him when he tried to gank me. They're still not doing Herald, huh? Oh, they are. Okay. I can definitely hurt the Riven right now with my Grievous Wounds. As long as I get that onto her, everything's fine. Alright. Need to be careful. Use my mobility to prevent getting flanked. Or dove, or whatever you want to call it. There's the Hecarim. The tower does not knock me out of strat. We might as well clear vision at Baron, shouldn't we? Should've just ran. I thought as soon as Riven is down, we can fight them, but we lost too much for it, and I also lost too much HP. Nasus is not going to cut it. He's 1 in 4. This might be Baron for them. Yeah, the double lifesteal. Vision is not as important if Baron is off the map anyway, and I would much rather have the combat stats. Baron is gone. Don't be delusional. Or is it? Lucian behind me, hello? Need to heal back up. I have enough for Cleaver now, which is huge. Makes me even more mobile and also provides me with a much wanted armor shred. Rift Turret, we need to answer the Herald. They're going to take the inhib else if we don't do it. We can fight her. Okay, so we gave up Dragon, but we killed Riven, and we did at least not lose the inhibitor. Might as well finish this item then. Just because of inventory space. They take our red buff, but what can we really do about it? Okay. Good to know. The red buff is long gone. They don't really seem to be using their Baron buff. With Baron you obviously want to push minions. Because that's what Baron does, right? If they just choose not to, well, fine by me, I guess. Just keep chasing and autoing. No point in ulting right now. I can just auto them. They're running anyway, and if they're running, my autos do so much. They speed me up. I'm super fast because of Strut. They keep it in combat because of all the shields. Really, when they try to turn and fight you, then that's when you ult. Alright, so some of my teammates were good, some of them were rather iffy. But yeah, this last fight, they just got straight aced. They didn't use their Baron. That was a huge mistake from their part. They kept on trying to trap us in the jungle, fighting here and there. No, they just should have gone to lanes, push up the minions, buff them with Baron, and take our objectives. But they didn't do that. They picked stupid fights, and they got aced for it. So, yeah. That's how not to team fight. Especially they were simply not able to take me out. Ryze was in my face, but I just autoed him down. And I stayed in the back, so I don't get focused by all 5 of them. I'll honor the Silas, maybe? Yeah, only Silas. I think that's fine. Yeah, so Bloodthirster Overheal. You can just stay so safe in fights, I love it. And if you want to play the build yourselves, feel free to do it. If you have more questions about it, then feel free to ask. Okay, Riven, the most damage in the game, by far, obviously. But I did very well. Second most in my team, slightly in front of no, actually slightly 100 damage behind Cassiopeia and 1000 damage behind Silas. So we are all very close, but Zilly and Nasus didn't do any damage. This Nasus, man, he just straight up ditched me. Did you see that? It was crazy. I thought we 2v1 this Riven, and he just walks straight past me. Nope, I don't know this guy. Oh well, what can you do? I hope you enjoyed, and well, I haven't played this build in a while. If you want to see another build I haven't played in a while, just let me know in the comments, and in case you're new, just subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos, and have a nice day. See you later.